live reaction and review. Man, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the City of Rasslin. That way you're notified when the City of Rasslin drops its latest content, goes live, and drops the latest news and some random matches it finds on the community section of City of Rasslin. Tonight's AEW Dynamite, man, it looks to be a very interesting one. We're going to hear from Kyle Fletcher. House of Black is in action. Hook will confront the person who attacked his dad, Taz. We also have in women's action, we got Queen Aminata versus Kamille. We got Sammy Guevara versus Shelton Benjamin. That should be a good one. Then in trios action, we got Jack Perry and the Young Bucks versus Daniel Garcia and Private Party. Then I anticipate it being the main event for the ROH World Championship in a ladders war match. We got champion Mark Briscoe versus the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho. And last but not least, they've been advertising it. Moxley is here tonight. So what's going to happen? We don't know what's going to go down. This is going to be a very interesting night of AEW Dynamite. But also, guys, fill out tonight's poll. And the poll of the night is, who is behind Jon Moxley and his group declaring war on AEW? Is it Shane McMahon, Tony Khan, Josh Barnett, or Hiroshi Tanahashi? Now, hey, LaRon, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in, man. Now, some of you may be looking at that poll and you're like, man, those are some interesting names. Of course, Shane McMahon has been heavily rumored of heading to AEW. Tony Khan, he is the owner of AEW. And some people lately have been mentioning, like, maybe it's Tony Khan. Like, that's the last person you would think, but it's like, I don't think so. But it is what it is. Of course, Josh Barnett and his ties with Jon Moxley, with Bloodsport. And then last but not least, you got Hiroshi Tanahashi, the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Mind you, all four of these options are pretty logical options to think who would be behind Shane McMahon's group. Of course, everyone has their favorites and who they would want it to be and who they wouldn't want it to be. That's going to happen. It's subjective. It's going to happen. For me, I don't care. I just want it to be entertaining and logical and have fun with it. And along the way, as they tell the story of Moxley declaring war on AEW, we just get this fun growth and not just with the story, but with wrestlers that, 2 years ago were just like, oh, okay, they're nice, and now they're elevated. And that's the whole thing. Like, if you have a storyline like this, you have a strong possibility and opportunity to elevate a lot of people. I would like it if there was another woman added to Jon Moxley's group besides Marina Shafir. The old saying, high tides rises all ships. And if you got one, maybe two women along in that group, now the women's division is involved in this storyline, and then it just goes forward. And that's something that I've mentioned before, that AEW needs to start incorporating a lot of their men and women into all the storylines. And here we go. Oh, another Jon Moxley promo. Now, I do want to say something, and would be very interesting. This storyline would be the perfect storyline for a WWE AEW working relationship. Hear me out. It would be, in a perfect world, it would make so much sense for Cody Rhodes to be the man behind Jon Moxley. You know what? I wouldn't mind Sheeta. Actually, you know what? Put Britt and Sheeta. That would make a lot of sense. Somebody's going to be destroyed tonight for their own good? Always for the greater good. Man, that's a nice Ram truck. Yo, they're outside! You got Mark Briscoe, Danny Garcia, John Silver. You got Jeff Jarrett, Karen Jarrett. Yo, you got Satnam Singh? You got Private Party? Hey, yo, this is... Okay. I like this. This is my type of wrestling. Give me them wild, crazy stories. I like this. Oh, so it is the main event. The trios match. All right, so they're recapping last week's main event. Hangman Page costing Switchblade the match. All right, we got Tony Schiavone. All right, let's see. Uh-oh, Hangman Page is there. All right, let's see how this is going to play out. Man, thank you guys for tuning in to this live reaction. All right, this is an interesting way to open Dynamite. I'm not going to lie, I was anticipating a match to kick off Dynamite. All right, Tony Schiavone's bringing up how he lost to Jay White. He grabs the mic from Tony Schiavone, and Schiavone's like, I'm out of here. Hey, shout out to Chris Mueller. Man, this is a funny tweet. So do they not like the music Claudio plays when he drives? Why won't anyone sit up front with him? I never noticed that. All the members of Moxley's group sit in the back. Oh, damn! Colton Gunn just attacked Hangman Page mid-promo. Ooh, clothesline by Colton. Man, he looks like his dad. He missed. Over the timekeeper's table. All right, let's see. It's not gonna lead to a match. Honestly, a lot of this stuff that happens that they say for next week on Dynamite should be on Collision. Uh-oh! He was just about to choke Colton Gunn. We got Jay White and Austin and Juice. He's got the belt. Man, I'm a huge fan of Jay White. Ah, Jay White got him, and he's brawling. Hangman's leaving. Man, Hangman's limping in his hip. I hope he's okay. Is he selling it or is he really? Oh damn, he's 4-0 against Hangman Page. That being Jay White. Man, nice promo by Jay White. Yeah, it's for me. I wouldn't. For me, it's not so much the quality. It just makes logical sense to have the stories on Collision, and then from there you go to Dynamite because Rampage is basically for your mid card and lower than that. Basically, that's what it's turned into. Until you know what, I'll hold off on that because we don't know what's going to happen at the beginning of the year. We still don't know what's going to happen with Shockwave. Um, oh damn, we're starting off with Sammy Guevara and Shelton Benjamin. Nice. All right, we got a promo with Sammy Guevara. Nice. Yeah, Collision. They have great matches. It's just there needs to be more to it. Like there's a but there needs to be Yeah, so I don't know if they're trying to figure out what they're gonna do with crackheads win championships and make money. I love that slogan by Sheldon and MVP. All right, here we go. We got Sammy Guevara and Sheldon Benjamin. But yeah, man, Collision, like it's a logical way to do it. And I think in the press release they said Collision's going to be um, still on Saturdays. I know there's been rumblings or talk of it possibly moving to Thursdays, which I'm all for. So I mean, it just makes sense to keep the stories going. Like if you go back the last 4 months, a lot of the dynamites, if you go from the beginning of the month and then you go to the next dynamite, that could have been on Collision. Like a lot of stuff could have that was on the following week's dynamite should have been on Collision. All right, here we go. Sheldon Benjamin. Oops, wrong one. Ugh. All right, here we go. We got Sammy Guevara versus Shelton Benjamin with MVP. Damn, he just flipped the hell out of Sammy Guevara. Damn. Hey, people need to remember, man. That dude legit wrestled with Brock Lesnar in Minnesota. Ooh, nice shot by Sammy in the bottom right corner. Or bottom left corner. Ooh, nice forearm. Nice suplex. Make sure you guys tune in after Dynamite. I will be giving a review of this episode of Dynamite, and you guys can ask your questions and everything. Man, I honestly think that Mark Briscoe Jericho match, that's gonna be a wild ass match. Ooh, nice move by Sammy. Nice right elbow by Shelton. Leapfrog. Backflip. Ooh, dropkick. Nice. My Sam. Ooh, we're getting a House of Black on Dynamite. About time. I hope not. I really hope not. Do not put that in existence. Don't put it up. No. 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 Do not put that in existence. Oh, nice moonsault. Wait a minute. If Jericho and Briscoe are the main event, you know what? I don't think Jericho's winning. I think Moxley's group is gonna attack Jericho. Damn, what a back suplex on the stage by Shelton. Woo! No, you know what? All right, so something mixed up because they just showed the lower graphic that up next is the trios match. So I guess they got something mixed up because I did hear them say that in the main event is the trios match, and then right now they just showed the lower graphic. So, nice picture in picture of Collision and Dynamite. So yeah, I guess maybe Excalibur misspoke or something. All right, let's see what we got on. Hey, I forgot about that. Hangman's still selling the leg injury from the pay per view. I forgot about that. Yeah, Sean Benjamin is handling Sammy Guevara. Like he's handling him. Yeah, it is what it is. Man, he's really manhandling them. Yeah, I think. Man, let me lower this down. Man, I had it freaking loud. Sorry, I apologize if I came off like screaming and everything. I freaking didn't realize I had the damn volume so high. Um, yeah, I think where this storyline's headed with Moxley, if it is Shane McMahon, I mentioned this on my Friday night live reaction on my TikTok. If you're gonna bring in Shane McMahon, you bring him in at World's End because World's End is the December 28th. It's the last Saturday of the year, and it's a week before or the week after World's End is Wrestle Kingdom, and then that following day is Wrestle Dynasty. So if you're gonna bring him in, you bring him in at that time to start off the new year. And you figure by that time, by World's End, we're already 2 months in to whatever Moxley's doing. So there's going to be a lot of storylines and story depth um, for Shane McMahon if you bring him in at World's End. So that's just my thought. Um, it would make a lot of sense. You can't someone of Shane McMahon's magnitude. You can't bring in like, oh, just bring him in right now. Like, no, you got to have some built-in depth to a story to bring him in to just take that depth to another level. Man, Shelton Benjamin is like turning back the clock. Man, Sammy, I wouldn't say he's putting up a good fight, but he getting the hell beat out of him. Ooh, another suplex. Yeah, Shelton Benjamin is taking it back to his Minnesota days for the Golden Gophers. What Shelton's gonna do? Ah, Sammy reversed it. 1, 2. Oh, we got another super kick. Another super kick. Shelton's on the rope. Here we go. Ooh, running knee. Hey, what is up, man? I'm doing really good, man. Thanks for joining. MVP's looking on. Oh, nice moonsault by Sammy Guevara. If you notice, Shelton Benjamin's trunks on the back of it is set. It has Hurt Syndicate. Oh, nice counter by Shelton. Another suplex. Nice counter by Sammy, landing on his feet. Ooh, Shelton Vince's. Oh, nice cutter reversal. Sammy, okay, is he gonna cover him? He's trying. He's crawled. Here we go. Kick up by Shelton. That was a solid cover or counter. Hey, I like that. This is what happens when you play with your food, man. That's a good saying. Oh, that dude kicked his chest in. Here's Shelton. Let's see what he's gonna do. Another super kick. Damn! Nasty. Well, it's thrust kick. Woo! Damn. Man, his running knees, man. They they look like they hurt. The exploder. Shelton Benjamin wins. What's crazy is they're making him look like a threat, and it's only his second match, and he's a beast. Man, what a match. Oh damn, I forgot about that. Next week, Swerve and Shelton. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. All right. Yo! Okay, I like that. Mariah May just went into the women's locker room, took her suitcase, and just threw it in the hallway, and then Anna Jay just came up and you know what? A lot of people give AEW flack, and granted, I mean it's subjective. They're gonna have criticism. But one thing that I have seen that AEW has greatly improved on is their video packages and how they really um, build up the stories. You know what? I could see that. But for me, it's the little things. I'd rather it be something like that than her just cutting a promo and then walking up and then brawling after they brawled the week before. So the little things is like, okay, there. I think what was missing is the intensity and the sense of urgency of why they have this animosity. That's what it is, and that's something I've noticed not only in AEW but in a lot of professional wrestling. They lose that sense, or they don't display that sense of urgency and strife, like just that tension. They don't really display that. It's like but it's like no, it don't come across. What they did, the idea was pretty smart, but the execution, that's the thing. You got to execute on the stuff. Yeah, the intensity wasn't there. Let's see what we got there. Oh Lord. Man, nobody likes Don Callis. It would be pretty funny if freaking put Don Callis with Dominic Mysterio. That'd be so funny. You people. That promo never. Man, Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay. A lot of people, and rightfully so, they raved about their in-ring work. Those guys are underrated talkers. Hey, I got to give Trevor Dame. This is an awesome tweet. Credit to AEW, they made Shelton and Swerve feel like a significant match, and all it took was announcing it ahead of time and a few weeks of consistent build. A month ago, that'd be it'll probably be a decent match, but now it feels like something. I like that. Yeah, man, he's why does this feud between Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay remind me of a feud in the DC universe? I can't put my finger on it, but if it's man, the crowd's chanting, wrap it up. Man, to think Shelton Benjamin's 49 years old and he's still performing at that level. All right, guys, if you're looking to go to World's End, there you go. Make sure you guys take down this information if you want to head to World's End, December 28th from Orlando, Florida. Yeah, this promo is a little bit long. calling Will Ospreay selfish. So if you guys missed the opening segment of AEW Dynamite, this is the what it looked like with all the wrestlers waiting for Moxley and his group. Yeah, it's a little bit too long for me, man. Man, you know what? I don't know. I'm like I said, Ron, I'm not like I would like them to have her on there, but I'm not too like, man, they should have this person because of the fact that they just signed that deal and we don't know what's going to happen with Shockwave. So there's a shift. I think the reason why we see a lot of stuff on AEW that kind of seems to be not like cold, but just like kind of like pause and like on hold is because of whatever happens with Shockwave that's going to shift their um how they tell their stories and the way they tell their stories. Because you think about it, they've been telling their stories of um the same way or the same, if you want to call it, format since they started. It was Dynamite, then Rampage. Wait a minute, hair versus hair. Wait a minute, he's gonna shave his hair? He shaved his head? What? Man, he shaved his head. I mean, they could have wrapped it up. Okay, this is another thing I like about AEW that they're doing now. They're promoting events ahead of time. That's nice. Look at that. They're showing their events ahead of time. Good stuff. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice Batman, Superman. Ooh, nice. Yeah, it's man, I'm trying to think of what the hell. You know what? Now it's not a DC, well, kind of a DC. I'm thinking it's more like Nightwing and the Robin Damian Wayne. That story from DC. Uh as far as parallels between that and Osprey and Fletcher. So I see that comparison, but yeah, that promo should have like not been so long. Like if he was gonna shave his head, he should have got to the point, and then like after he said the first 5 minutes, and he's like, "I'm nothing like you," and then shave the head, and then there you go. Like that went a little bit too long. It was just like, I mean, at first they were chanting "wrap it up," and then they started chanting "shut the f up." So it's like you need Goldfish Chris, sour cream and onion. That's a lot. That's a lot. But now that I think about it, thinking about how last week's Dynamite was, I think this is. I wouldn't say you need moments like this. Usually, historically, when you have promos like this that go on for a long time, that's usually a setup that something wild and crazy is going to happen in the second hour. So it's kind of like, um, It's kind of like a movie tactic. When you watch a movie and everything just sombers down and you're just and then oh crap, a freaking scene happened like in an action movie. Just like holy crap, this is freaking crazy. I think that could happen. I could be wrong, but I think that could happen tonight, considering the Moxley promo that start off the night. So that's one thing I do like about AEW with this John Moxley angle. They're starting off with his promo, so it's already setting the tone for the show. So the good thing is that it, from an emotional investment standpoint, there's things that are people like high investment emotionally, then it goes down, then it goes here, then it goes across, then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes here, and then it goes up. And then it's like, holy crap, what the hell just happened? Then it just slowly comes down, then it goes up, and then it just goes off, and that's the end of the show. So I think that's how they're doing it. Um, it I would prefer to have more intensity and a sense of urgency and grit to the storylines. That's something that I mentioned um, on a live stream that I did on one of my Friday live reactions. That AEW tells a lot of stories, but the reason why most people don't like connect with it is because it's missing that grit and that hey, they're showing Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Hey, okay, I like this. They're showing Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, and they're showing when Ricochet came out and confronted Takeshita. That's old school AEW. Oh yes, freaking MVP just came up. Yes. Oh man. All right, we got Brian Cage. Wait a minute, are they? Yep. They tease it but never pull. Hey, wait a minute. So is Brian Cage and Lance Archer gonna fight the House of Black? No, we'll see. No, who the hell are these guys? Who the hell are those guys? Those freaky looking guys? Yo, I like that tag team. Who the hell are these guys? Man, Brian Cage is a beast. I know. I've never seen those guys. I like their look. Oh damn, that's a nice. Hey, that's a nice double team finisher. That's a nice double team finisher. Yeah, it's you know what? It just came to me. If you remember in the early '90s when WCW or NWA was transitioning to WCW, they had NWA tag titles, WCW tag titles, and they had that whole world title, international, that whole thing. That's what this AEW ROH thing reminds me of. If you guys remember that in the early '90s, yeah, they weren't supposed. Who the hell? Yeah, they're not. So we only had one, two. Why did they have that match? That's weird. Why did they have that? All right, so we still got Briscoe and Jericho. We still got the Young Bucks and Jack Perry versus Daniel Garcia and Private Party. We still got Queen Aminata and Kamille. We got Hook confronting whoever attacked his dad. And then we got the House of Black. Why did they have the? That's interesting. That's it. That's yeah. That's I mean that's the logical thing. That man, that's weird. Normally they do that if somebody wasn't there or they had to make a change, like a last minute change. Unless here's the other thing, guys. Unless they're ahead of the whatever the format is of the show, and there's like this huge gap of time. So they're like, oh crap, we need to fill something. All right, just put a match there. That does happen. We're like, holy crap, we need to fill more time and this stuff like that. So that's weird because they did promote them on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so that's all right. So they advertised 5 matches. Man, you know what? Let me pull up the freaking. Let me pull up the graphic. Ah, damn it. Let me pull up the. All right, here we go. Got it. All right, as you can see, so we got the Kyle Fletcher. That's already done. Guevara and Selton Benjamin. That's already done. Let me move this back a little bit. Still got this. Still got this. We still got this. And we still got this. And this dude, we don't know when the hell he's going to show up. So there you go. So yeah, that's a pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting that they're taking that route. But thank you guys for tuning in to this live reaction of AEW Dynamite. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to City of Wrestling. That way you're notified. All right, there we go. That way you're notified when City of Wrestling drops his latest content, and we got the guys outside. Wait a minute. All right, we got Chuck Taylor talking to Orange Cassidy. I guess Chuck Taylor's working backstage or something. Oh, the Briscoe and Jericho's match next. All right, so oh god, I hate that damn Jericho song. Man, you know what? Let me see. You know what? I think they're gonna do the hook segment. The yeah, they're gonna do the hook segment. They're gonna do Queen Aminata. All right, you know what? I'm trying to okay, because I'm looking at it. Because the man, you guys are watching this. They said this match was the main event, and then they switched. I don't know what the hell's going on. So yeah, I think it's gonna be the hook segment, then Queen Aminata and Kamille, then probably the House of Black, then the main event. That could be a way that what they go, how they go. Here we go. Why the hell Jericho brought them? Man, that Jericho need to put on a bodysuit. Oh damn, he just put him through a table. Um. All right, so it's 7:51. I probably, you know, this match will probably go like another 10 minutes, maybe. Yeah, I think this is gonna go probably 10 minutes. So you figure that's 8:01, and then you got the women's match, 8:01, 8:05. That'll go to 15. Yeah, you know what? The women's match is probably gonna get 9, 10 minutes, depending on because it's a kind of like a feud. It might go short, but there'll be a reason why it goes short to set up something else. And then House of Black, yeah. So I think that's how it's gonna happen. I think this match is gonna go maybe 10, 12 minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in for tonight's live reaction of AEW Dynamite. Oh Lord, Jericho. You know what? They always get an overrun now. I think that's a part of the new deal. They always get an overrun. That's what I'm thinking. The way here, let me. So here's the thing: if you pay attention to AEW's flyers, like their graphics and everything. Here, let me pull this up a little bit closer, guys. There we go. The main event is usually the top, and they have Warning Mox is here, and he started the show. So I think this is setting up for next week, uh, Fright Night, whatever that is. So I don't know. I think it's setting up something crazy. But you know what? I do. Oh, that dude is gonna be taking some Advil tonight. Damn, damn. Damn. What I do like about the Moxley storyline is that it's a methodical storyline that can go in so many ways. And what I like is they're not adding people right away. It's just very methodical. Um, a lot of times in wrestling, more modern wrestling, like the whole, oh my God, this person, they add people before adding depth to the story, which is why sometimes the matches, the groups or factions don't really resonate because there's not a lot of depth to the story to make that switch. Oh, he's bleeding. Oh Lord, Jericho. All right. I'm in the Midwest, so it's 7:55. So I figure, we'll see, another 10 minutes is 8:05. All right, so either this match is going to end at 8:05 or 8:10. One of those times. I hope it ends sooner. Man, out of all movies they play for Halloween, 24 hours of Beetlejuice? Really? Really? With the library they have on HBO Max, they're showing Beetlejuice for 24 hours. 3 4 hours, okay. 24 hours, that's a little bit extreme. No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, Darson. I mean, it happens. I think what it is, like with Jericho, the problem is that, like in the beginning, like he got guys, he was getting guys over, but then after a while, it just really didn't. Like anybody that was with him was in there too long, and whatever momentum they had just either stopped or it just went away. Yeah, so you figure, all right, it started at what, 7:52? Was it like 7:52 or probably your time 8:52? So let's see, 50 or let's see, that's 4 minutes. No, this match started. Yeah, I think it was at 52. So yeah, it's going like maybe 10, 20 minutes. Hey, they just announced the CMLL Informa. Man, CMLL is doing a lot of great things in their women's division. If you guys haven't seen, so here's a list for those of you who are CMLL fans. I wish YouTube would fix this. So we got Yuva, Zeusis, Dark Silta, Alex Windsor from Rev Pro, Red Velvet from AEW ROH. Let's see, Kyra La Catalina, who wrestled Tony Storm. And you got Tessa Blanchard. This name, man, let me get a pin. There we go. Got a pin. This person right here, if you guys can see her, was it First Phony? I think, man, I'm mispronouncing her name. First Phony. Watch out for her. That's someone that's going to be on the rise. Reina Isis, I think she's going to be on Ring of Honor. Samantha Black's another good one. Viva Van, New Japan, Ring of Honor. It's first phony. Yeah, first phony. I think that's how you pronounce it. So, got to be on the lookout. I hope you guys enjoy this well, I shouldn't say random, but just me showing you guys what else is happening in the world of wrestling during these live reactions. Because if I wasn't doing that, a lot of these live reactions would just be, But I know you guys who are wrestling fans, you want to be up to date, or you probably don't have time to see what else is happening in the world of wrestling. So that's why I do it. All right, here we go. We got Jericho and why the hell they got all them damn letters? Man, Briscoe's Death Valley driver through the ladder. That's gonna hurt. Hey man, you guys notice ever since John Moxley turned on Bryan Danielson, he hasn't bled once in any of his matches? Hey, they're getting reviews, positive reviews about the upcoming dates. I think it was. I'm going to give credit to because I know who the person was that tweeted it. David Bixenspan. He mentioned. I never thought about it until he broke it down. With AEW, of course, everybody's talking about their attendance and ratings and all that whole thing. Um, it usually takes like 8 to 9 months for things to turn around. Look what happened with WWE and the whole Roman Reigns turning heel in the bloodline. It turned around. Um, you look at hell, if you go back to the Monday Night Wars, for those of you who were watching that were, they were watching in real time. That if you look back to when, ooh, nice senton, when WWF finally overtook Nitro in the ratings, you go back 8 9 months. It was pretty much around June of '97, and if you remember at that time, you had the Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold dynamic, the hint towards Kane coming and everything at that time. So I like what AEW is doing creatively. Could it be better? Definitely. But they're headed in the right direction to really turn this thing around. And I think um, people are underestimating when they eventually turn it around because there's webs and flows of pro wrestling. Like there's highs and lows and stuff like that. And right now, AEW's like, they're going up, but it's at a very slow pace. It's like, but I mean, when they really get cooking and everything, like it's going to happen. I think whatever happens with the Shane McMahon. Oh shit! No. Yes, knock him off the ladder. Oh, thank you. Whew. Man, I'm so happy. That man does not need to have any more championships. All right, let's see what else we got here. Hey, shout out to Sean Ross Sapp. I'm glad AEW is doing these. Local media and social media are helpful, but sometimes you just need to advertise your live events to the people already watching the show. Makes sense. Ooh, if you guys, hey, this is actually going to be live on YouTube. You guys don't sleep on MLW. If you remember the list I just showed you, this is the woman. Her says phony. Wait a minute. Persephone. Man, what the hell am I announcing? Persephone. There you go. This is gonna be an awesome match for MLW. I might do a live reaction of Collision and this. I might do it. So be on the lookout for that. That's why I tell you guys to subscribe because I'll give you guys updates on the community section of this YouTube channel. All right, is gonna get this? Also, guys, check out the community section of City of Wrestling. This past week, actually a little bit late last week and this week, I've been putting random matches that I come across. I posted a Jacob Fatu Bronson Reed match from House of Glory. So there's not only is it wrestling news in the community section, but also wrestling matches. I found a few matches from Stardom with Thekla and oh man, I forgot her name from Stardom. Yeah, Stardom, AEW. I haven't found any the bad apples there. Where's Orange Cassidy? Oh, Rocky Romero with a. Oh, where's Big Bill? Damn! No way! Okay, that was a nice shot. Damn, did his head hit the back of the? Yeah, his head hit the ladder. Mark Briscoe is a wild man. Jay Driller, come on, get the damn belt and end this match. Hey, if Laurent, if you're watching this, it's 8:05 my time. I told you 8:05 or 8:10. Don't turn off the light. Ah, damn it! Where's Orange Cassidy? Damn, he just chokeslammed him. Damn, that was nasty. Oh Lord, where's Orange Cassidy? Orange Cassidy. Ah. Tommy Arishi, what the hell? You know what? Thanks for bringing it up, Laurent. I'd never caught that. Hey, but I did tell you, Laurent, it's 8:07 my time. I told you, 8:05 or 8:10. I guess they're cleaning up the ring. Man, that Cleveland show's gonna be nice, man. You got Swerve and Adam Cole. Okay, damn, this was unexpected. Man, tonight feels like one of those nitros in 96, late 96. Because Memorial Day 96 is when Nitro went to 2 hours. This feels like one of those 1996 Nitros before they went to 1997. Yeah, they're packing in a lot. You know what's funny, LeRon? If you remember 2.5, 3 years ago, people were complaining, they don't put people on and everything. And now people are complaining, why do they have so much? Like, it's just, I find it funny. Me, I don't care. Just entertain me. Just entertain me. All right, let's where are we? Shit. I would not have a problem with Jericho winning the ROH title if they put him on like that match should have been on ROH TV, not on Dynamite. Oh, Roderick Strong. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, now looking back on it, that ladder war match should have been on ROH TV. Like that's been one of the biggest complaints that I've heard people talk about with ROH is that everybody wrestles on ROH but the champions. I love this. This, ironically, this is going back to the ROH days. Like that. That's my only gripe with this episode is that what the. Okay, this is interesting. That you know what is funny? I was just thinking. I'm like, hey, the way they're talking, it's kind of like they're. Are they gonna? It looks like they're gonna turn on them. Are they gonna turn on them? Damn. Okay. Okay, they're promoting Full Gear already. So whichever one gets to 3 wins first wrestles Max. And MJF just mentioned that he won't. So the kingdom is somewhat back. Hey, Kylo. Oh man, Kylo. Oh man, this is good. I like this. Man, what a tease. You know what? For those of you who are watching, this actually makes sense that they're reuniting because AEW is under war with Moxley and his group. Their strength in numbers. Think about it. You've already had Daniel Garcia and Private Party aligned. You already had the Elite as a group. So you have Cole with Roderick Strong, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett. Possibly you get Kyle O'Reilly. You got Orange Cassidy with Mark Briscoe, Kyle O'Reilly, and Rocky Romero. Man, I'm trying to think of. You got the Learning Tree. They're a group. Um, you got the Hurt Syndicate, which is eventually going to be a group. Damn, I just real yo low key AEW is like reforming their factions. If you remember when AEW started, it was all about oh my god, faction wars, and that was restoring the feeling. So it looks like we're like they're reconfiguring like factions to really go into start off 2025, which is I'm all for it. I like it. But oh, man, that stupid Jericho match. Damn it. Sorry, Darson. Man, that match should have been on Ring of Honor. Hmm. Man, this flyer, or the new poster for Full Gear, is very interesting because if you look at it on the flyer, so you got at the top. Damn, I just noticed at the top you got all of Moxley's group, and then you got Swerve, who's seen with MVP. Orange Cassidy, you don't know. He's like, I'm not a leader. You got Hangman feuding with Jay White. You got 15 minutes. All right, so that was what, 05, 10, 55. Yeah, it started at 7:52 or 7:50. Yeah. So that was 10. No, it started at like 50. Yeah, it started at 50 then. Yeah, 7:50 it started. So you got Chris Statlander with Kamille. I want to know who the hell's going to go after Mercedes or who's Mercedes wrestling that night. And then you got Osprey and Fletcher. Damn, that's interesting, man. Also, thanks for the time. Laron, you're like one of the few people that actually post the damn time of the matches. Jamie Hayter. You know what? Probably. Why are they showing? They showed this on Collision. But you know what? I'm not going to complain because I realized something a couple days ago, guys, that because most wrestling fans watch so much wrestling, we literally have short-term memory because of the amount of wrestling we watch. Two weeks from tonight, man, I love how they're. All right, we got the House of Black. You know what? You're right, Laron. Damn, that's a nice. Yeah, they're gonna destroy whoever the hell they're wrestling. No, that was a nice promo. I'm liking how AEW. So this is a good thing that they're doing. They're booking things weeks in advance. There's certain matches. Let me see. Let me see. You know what? That's actually the only. Okay, so tonight, the one match that they could have booked for Collision is Hangman Page versus Colton, a continuation on Collision, and then you add to that and everything. Yeah, those guys are going to get destroyed quickly. You know what, guys? I got a strong feeling you're going to see Darby Allin with the House of Black against Moxley's group. I guarantee you that is what's going to happen. That's what's going to be happening. Peralta, man, that's a. I guarantee you that is what's going to happen with. You know what? I thought about that, Laron, but then I thought about it. It involves Mercedes. So you want to put her close to the main event? Like there's some. Damn, he kicked the hell out of him. Like with AEW right now, when you look at the story threading, it's probably the most entwined stories because Mercedes has had interactions with the Elite, and her stories they're in the main event. So I don't know if there's going to be some crossover thing, between, like, I don't know, but there is that possibility. I think what it is because they did it so much, LeBron, that it's kind of like one of those things like, oh, they're back in. Like, I trust me, I get it. So it's like they built their own monster, if you want to say. Nice knee. Damn. Poor guy. That man, poor guy. He didn't even had a chance. And there goes that guy's chest. Lord, that cannonball is gonna hurt. Here's the cannonball. That was nasty. Man, I'm sorry. The House of Black have some of the most fun squash matches. That's it. House of Black win. Who would have thunk it? Excalibur. Oh, we got Buddy Matthews. Oh! Damn! Holy crap! Damn! You heard it. Buddy Matthews said, now that he's cleared, Buddy Matthews, Adam Cole. Whoo, that's going to be fire. All right, Shelton Benjamin and Swerve, Kamille and Chris Statlander next week. All right. Oh, damn, he's going to walk up to him. Yo, this is different. Yo, this. We need more of this from AEW. Ooh. That he's fragile. I like that. Hey, here's Kamille. Hey, Mercedes. This, okay, is 828. This match is probably going to go. Our 10 minutes will be 8:38. 40. You know what? I don't know if the main event's going to go long because you remember what happened last week. The Young Bucks didn't want anything to do with the Moxley's group attacking them, and then you got Private Party and um, Daniel Garcia, who were brawling with Moxley and his group. Something's gonna go down tonight. So I think this match might go on for a while. I want to say, all right, 8:29, 10, 8 to 10 minutes. It'll probably go. Damn, nasty. I think so. I think it's pretty obvious. Ooh, that was snug. Oh, what a knee! Damn. Hey, you know what? Low key, AEW's got some like heavy hitters in the women's division. Kamille, Queen Aminata. She's strong. Ooh, that was snug. In picture, in picture. Yeah, this is a bit snug. The beginning of this match. Oh damn, I forgot about Hook. Holy crap. Yeah, it's you know what? Also, we got to remember that she hasn't wrestled frequently. Man, I think almost 4 or 5 months. All right, now you know what? Now I like how this match is going now in picture because it seemed like they tried to go. That's something that I noticed about some AW women's matches before this year. Like they would try to go 100 miles an hour to begin with. It's like no, just go ding, 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 and then pick up the speed. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I think Kamille, if I remember correctly, man, she hasn't wrestled since. Well, when did she join AEW? Back in August. Yeah, before joining AEW, I don't think she wrestled for like 4, maybe 5 months, and that's that ring rust. You know what? I don't mind this, because like for was it Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. I think SmackDown did it last week, but they pick and choose whenever the hell they want to go in picture. Like WWE, like NXT used to go to picture. They've never gone to picture since being on the CW. Ah, that's true. Hopefully, you know what? I've heard. You know what? Let me see if Sean Ross Sapp mentioned anything because I know he was talking about Shockwave uh, this afternoon. That's the other thing. We don't know what's going to happen with Shockwave because I think it's it hasn't been confirmed, but I think the assumption is that Shockwave is replacing. Ooh, nice. Um, is replacing Rampage. Ooh, nice clothesline by Aminata. Oh, nice. Okay, I like this. Oh, damn, she got her. Yo, that elbow connected. That wasn't a. Oh, that elbow connected. Damn. Okay, this is nice. Now they're cooking. Now they're cooking. Oh, what a kick. Kick out. Okay, this match is cooking. This match is cooking. You know what? She's been on a run. I wouldn't say dominating, more getting this an advantage. But you know what? It's obvious they want to. They've been pushing Queen Aminata. Yo, that's nice. So look at it this way. They're the way they're. Ooh, damn, that was a nice forearm. I kind of see what they're trying to do with Kamille, like Queen Aminata having an advantage over Kamille, is that if Queen Aminata is doing this with Kamille, who's supposed to be the powerhouse, that means Mercedes has a threat. Kick out. Man, Camille's got some long legs because she's Queen Aminata's like, oh, that backbreaker. The torture rack. Kick out. Okay. This is cool. I like this. If there's something, if you think about it, with the AW Women's Division, they've had like their solid feuds, but then outside of that, you had like these. Okay, I could see this person, I could see that person. You got to build those threats to the title. Oh, there you go. That's it. It's over, and Kamille wins. Hey, it was 9 minutes. Yeah, it's yeah. Always think of this. Whenever you see that, most people are like, "Oh, she shouldn't be dominating." They got to build up threats to the champion. Uh oh, here's Chris Statlander. You called it. I'm sorry. They need to. They need to create a women's tag team title. Oh, nothing. Damn, she rocked Mercedes. Damn. Uh-oh. All right, who the... There's got to be the Elite. Hey, it's Kristen Cage. Uh-oh, Chris Sabian. Chris Sabin. And now they're chasing Chris Sabin. Back at... Kip, man, it's Kip Sabian. I got him freaking Motor City Machine Guns. Forgive me, guys. Ah, that's interesting. Wait a minute, Christian Cage is headed to the ring. What the hell? Hey, wait a minute. It's Kip. Damn. Nice suplex. Hey, wait a minute. Kip Sabian's helping Christian Cage. You know what? I like this feud. I like this. They're all young guys. I like this. I don't mind this. It's official, guys. Adam Cole versus Buddy Matthews next week on Fright Night Dynamite. That, man, I don't mind that. I do not mind Christian Cage being the one to attack Hook and Kip Sabian preventing Hook from attacking Christian Cage. They're all young guys. And if you really think about it, anybody that's been involved with Christian Cage's stuff has elevated. Which, think about this, guys. Keep in mind, this sets up the return of Adam Copeland. There you go. Thank you guys for tuning in to this live reaction of AEW Dynamite. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the City of Wrestling. That way you're notified when the City of Wrestling drops its latest content, goes live, or drops the latest news and the latest matches in the world of professional wrestling in the community section. Also follow City of Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, along with, of course, YouTube and everything. This has been a fun AEW Dynamite, man. A lot of story threading, a lot of story progression. Pretty interesting. Wonder how this episode is going to end. I'm really interested. I gotta agree with Luis Palau from Fightful. I've seen many people hold the ROH title belt, and I've watched and covered ROH TV consistently over the last year for Fightful. Believe me when I say that Jericho holding that belt in the current run he is on is the worst possible decision you could have made. That, again, I will reiterate, that match should have been on ROH TV. All right, here we go. Main event time. The main event. They got an overrun. I'm glad they put these three together, because if you watch Sammy Guevara's vlog from like last year, 2 years ago, You saw the chemistry between those three guys, and including Sammy Guevara. I would be, I would love for them to put those four together because they have a natural chemistry. Ah, here we go. Yeah, that's why like the reception. If you when people saw last week when Daniel Garcia and Private Party like, hey, if you got my back, everybody's like, yo, yes, because you've seen them. Man, you know what? I just thought about the hook Christian Casing sets up Adam Cole or Adam Copeland returning. We also got to keep in mind, guys have been hinting towards Kenny Omega. So we got Kenny Omega coming back soon. Like you got a lot of people, several people coming back. All right, we got everybody brawling. Where's Moxley? That's all I'm waiting for. With Daniel Garcia and Private Party in the main event, I think it's pretty obvious where they're going. All right, so the Bucks and Jack Perry, they're in the bottom right corner, and Zay, Mark Quinn, and Daniel Garcia, they're in the upper left corner. Irish Whip. All right, tag. Matt, Nick Jackson. All right, nice counter. Oh, okay. I like this. I like this. Nice clothesline. Oh, nice. Nice clothesline. All right, they got the upper hand on the Bucks. They're still waiting for the freaking. I'm sorry if the Blackpool or Moxley's group, if they take down Satnam Singh, man, that will be hilarious. Oh, nice. All right, so it's 8:54. All right, so I got news. Got some news. Sean Ross Sapp, as of now, Shockwave is being shopped around. Fightful Select has learned. So I think that's what you guys were talking about as far as, like the storylines and stuff like that. I think that's why we see on the, I don't want to say the bottom end, but the lower card side, it's kind of like on, like I mentioned, like a pause and on hold is because of this. So I think that's something, keep in mind. Always keep that in mind. Because the last thing you want to do is start a show or start these storylines and then you have to reconfigure how you when you shoot, how you shoot, um, and then how you're gonna tell the stories for that show depending on the day that it airs and everything. So it's a lot that goes into it. Granted, those of you who your criticism for AEW are valid. I'm not saying they're not valid, but also keep that other side. Keep that in mind as far as telling the stories and the day that the show's air and everything like that. So there's gonna be some shuffling going on with AEW for sure. And if you guys missed it earlier, this is what Kyle Fletcher did to his hair. There you go. He shaved his head. Ooh, nice knee drop. Hmm. Damn, I forgot about the whole Stokely Hathaway thing. Damn. There's a lot of things happening in these stories that are really interesting. Ooh, nice kick. Damn. That was nasty. Damn, that was nasty. Oh shit, what the hell are they gonna do to Daniel Garcia? Damn, Jack Perry just powerbombed him through the announce table or the ring announcer's table. Damn, on the bottom right side. All right, Matthew and Nicholas Jacket got the upper hand. Risky business. Kick out. Hmm. Nice. All right, nice. Okay, nice Hurricane Rana by Mark Quinn. Super kick by the Bucks. Damn, another super kick by the Bucks. Uh-oh. Poison Rana. Kick out. Man, when the hell is the freaking Moxley's group showing up? If you guys notice, they haven't, for my interpretation, they have not called Moxley's group the Blackpool Combat Club. They've all called them by their names. Ooh. Man, I love that move on the ring ropes. Damn, what a running kick by Daniel Garcia in the upper right crowd. Man, there's a dude with a green hat on, green jacket. He looks like a freaking Riddler with a freak. I think he got a neck brace on. It's Salt Lake. Nice roll up. Private Party and Daniel Garcia win. Nice. All right, let's see. Man, this. The Bucks are like, nah, nah. Jack Perry's over in the crowd. Wait a minute, what the hell is he? Wait, what? Private Party splits up? What the hell? Next week? Wait a minute, Marina Shafir was driving. Oh! Nice! Yep. Damn, they're gonna hit his ankle. You know what's crazy out of all this? Claudio's a freaking beast. Damn. Wow. Orange Cassidy's same look he had at Wrestle Dream. You know what? I don't think people are. I had in this poll the four names. I think the other name people aren't adding on that list is Kenny Omega. Well, that concludes the episode of AEW Dynamite. Man, thank you guys for tuning into this live reaction of. Um, wow, that's a freaking crazy ending, man. Man, what did you guys think of this episode of Dynamite? You know what? I liked it. The only thing I didn't like was a stupid Jericho match, which should have been on ROH. But other than that, man, this was a lot went on in this episode of AEW Dynamite. I don't understand how people can say like, oh, they don't tell stories. Like they're telling a lot of stories, maybe too many stories. But I like this. Um, you know what? It started with Moxley's promo. It ended with the Moxley's group. Like I mentioned earlier, if you paid attention, they haven't called them um, the Blackpool Combat Club. They just called John Moxley, Claudio, Marina Shafir, and Willard Yuta. They've been calling them out individually. Um, man, give me 1 second. Let me. There we go. Man, this man. A lot went on, man. Let me go back to the through this whole show and how everything went and everything. But man, comment below what did you think of this show? If you got any questions or anything, drop it below. We start off with John Moxley's promo. It was apparent in this promo they were in um, the mountain area of Utah. which was cool. And he's again reiterating, I hate what AEW has become. Very interesting words. Then we get a bunch of AEW wrestlers waiting outside the arena. You had everyone from Jeff Jarrett, Karen Jarrett, Satnam Singh. You had the Dark Order. You had Top Flight. Um, who else you had at that time? You had Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly. You had that whole bunch. Then we get Hangman Page. He's in the ring with Tony Schiavone. Then out of nowhere, Colton Gunn attacks him. They start brawling. Then Jay White and Juice Robinson comes in. They run off Hangman Page. Thought that was really cool and everything, just adding more to the Hangman Page uh, Jay White feud. Then we had Sammy Guevara versus Selton Benjamin. Solid match. Shelton Benjamin, man. That dude, man, let me lower this down. That dude is amazing. Let me see if I could pull up what the let me show you the closing shot of Dynamite. Give you guys a visual. That was a closing visual of AEW Dynamite. But yeah, the Shelton Benjamin Sammy Guevara match, that was a freaking awesome match. Loved it. Then we had Renee Paquette interviewing or running into Mariah May. She came out the locker room with a suitcase, and Renee Paquette's, "Hey, are you leaving?" She's like, "No." She opens it up and she throws it down the hallway, and it was Anna Jay, and Anna Jay just comes in. They start shoving each other and slightly brawling. Then you had Christopher Daniels. He everything. We had an Osprey video describing him reflecting on what happened with Kyle Fletcher and um, himself, their relationship, and just man, in 2020, I took a, their whole relationship. Man, this show is freaking stupid. Modern Family, stupid as far as funny. Then we had Kyle Fletcher give a very lengthy promo. That was a lengthy promo. He pretty much berated the crowd and everything. And then the promo ended. He's like, "I'm not like you, Will Ospreay. People compared me to you. They said I wrestle like you, talk like you." And he shaved his head. I'm interested to see how Kyle Fletcher is going to look with a shaved head, because for the most part, we've known him. Um, most of us have known him, or are used to him having the haircut that he had. So to see him with a bald head, very interesting choice to go in that direction creatively. Then we get a recap of Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling. Shout out to Scott D'Amore. They showed a recap of what happened this past weekend with Takeshita. I think he was facing Mike. Was it Mike Bailey? He was facing one of the two, and he, he won, and then he started beating down the guy. And Ricochet came out and confronted him. Then we get cut to the arena. We get Renee Paquette with Ricochet. He's talking about Takeshita still ain't beat him and everything, and then he's interrupted by MVP. Mind you, MVP has interrupted Mercedes. He's interrupted, or he's given business cards to Leo Rush. Who else has he given business cards to? Um, who else did he give a business? There's someone else he gave a business card to. I can't remember. So I thought that was really interesting. Then we had a freaking really impromptu match, which I don't know why they had this match. Like I mentioned earlier in this live stream, maybe it's because um, they went ahead of the time and needed something, a time filler. I thought it was really interesting. Um, then again, you know what? Now that I think about it, probably something that was supposed to go on um, needed some stall. Again, anything can happen. Somebody might not be feeling well. Wardrobe malfunction or something like that. Um, Getting work done in the trainer's room. Anything can happen. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah, it did come off. Pretty weird, but Brian Cage and Lance Archer won a freaking massive squash match. Then we had Chuck Taylor and Orange Cassidy talking everything, and basically the story. If you could sum up tonight, it was basically Orange Cassidy um, facing yet another situation where it's like, hey, you keep saying you're not a leader, but the situation is calling for you to be a leader and to step up. So I'm interested in that storyline to see when Orange Cassidy will step up. Then we had Chris Jericho versus Mark Briscoe. Right off the bat, like I mentioned this many times on this stream, this match should have been on ROH TV. This should not have been on Dynamite. It should have been on ROH TV. If it was on ROH TV, it would have been pretty dope. Like it would have been a fun match to watch. Um, for ROH TV. And that's been one of the complaints that I've seen a lot of is that a lot of the champions in ROH, um, or the heavyweight title in particular, is defended on every place but ROH. And again, that's a valid criticism. But then on the flip side, if you guys saw that, I showed the tweet from Sean Ross Sapp as far as the Shockwave is being shopped around. You know, again, you have the situation like, okay, why is the title, ROH title, being defended on everything but ROH TV? So again, I'm gonna stress this in this live stream. More than likely, there's going to be a lot of changes. Let me phrase it, not a lot of changes. There's going to be a big change on how AEW uh, does their show because at the end of the year, it's pretty much been um, it was speculation, but then it's pretty much confirmed with the new deal that Rampage is not continuing. So they're filling in Shockwave. So if Shockwave isn't going to be what Rampage was, so now it changes the dynamic of how you shoot Dynamite, Collision, and then also, what are they going to do with ROH? Is it going to be on streaming service? Is it going to be, on a network? So there's a lot of variables with that shows. We know Dynamite and Collision are going to be on Warner. It's just the whole Shockwave. Where's that going to be? And then what's going to happen with ROH? Is it going to be on Honor Club and everything? So you have those two shows that's kind of throwing. I don't want to say throwing things off, but just kind of like when you watch the creativity that flows through the show, it's just like, man, this, man, what? So that usually happens when a change is approaching and stuff like that. So if you're watching this, bear with them because that comes with the territory of getting all that money and that we see it, the change with the marketing. Them tonight we saw it, a lot of videos promoting their upcoming events, not just one, like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, like 8 to 10 events, for the whole month and everything. So I kudos to the AEW for doing that. So I mean, it's a lot of things. But getting back to this Jericho Mark Briscoe match, Jericho wins. Um, Big Bill pretty much helped him up the ladder and everything. And then we get Tomohiro Ishii coming out confronting Jericho, which was random. Not saying it was bad, it was just very random. Like, okay, that's weird. Again, this should have been on ROH TV. Um, I mean, many people can agree on that. That should have been on ROH TV. It should not have been on Dynamite. Then we get a video package of Chris Statlander and Kamille. We get Adam Cole come out. Adam Cole comes out. Then Roderick Strong and Matt Taven and Mike Bennett come out. They interrupt Adam Cole, and they're pretty much, hey, it was us that um, know that MJF's a liar. Then MJF appears on the screen giving a back massage from a very beautiful lady, and he gives them stipulation. He's like, okay, the the first one to get 3 wins consecutively, or I think it was 3 wins. The first one that gets the 3 wins gets a shot at me at Full Gear. So again, it is October 23rd. They're already promoting a match at Full Gear. I believe that's the first match promoted at Full Gear, which I like. They've been doing that quite frequently since the announcement of their deal, announcing matches 2 weeks in advance and everything, which is really cool, really good thing, good strategy to do. And then as they um, Adam Cole, Roger Strong, Matt Taven, and Mike Bennett, they're hugging and celebrating. In the back, you got Kyle O'Reilly looking on. It's like, are we getting the band back together? And of course, you need Bobby Fish to be there to complete the whole group. So it's like, huh, okay. And I mentioned this early in the stream. If you pay attention to AEW's storylines, they're starting to formulate all these factions throughout AEW because it seems like in the last year, like the factions just went like dissipated, and now you're starting to see these factions and these cliques form. That if you remember in the first 2 years of AEW, 2019, yeah, first 2.5 years of AEW, you had nothing but factions, and that's what resulted in the trios titles um, coming to fruition. So you have that, and it's like, okay, you got Adam Cole and the Kingdom, you got Private Party, which I'll get into that a little bit later. But you got Moxie's group, you got all these groups formulating. It's like, okay, this is getting good. This is getting good. Then we get Penelope Ford and Jamie Hayter video. Jamie Hayter's like, wow, I came here. You're not here. So she offers a challenge. 2 weeks from tonight, Jamie Hayter versus Penelope Ford. That's another match that they announced ahead of time. So it's like, okay. So this is clearly a strategy by AEW to start promoting matches weeks in advance, which that is a good thing because that helps uh, ratings and people like, oh, okay, this match is going to be there. Oh, this match is going to be there. Oh, this match is going to be there. So it helps them to promote the events that are going to be there. So I like it. Then we had the House of Black defeat Kevin Koa, Jaden Monroe, Harada del La Muerta. After the match, Buddy Matthews get the mic and he's like, since he's cleared, how about me versus Adam Cole next week? So it's like, all right, they leave. You cut back to Renee Paquette with Adam Cole in the Kingdom, and she's like, well, what do you think about Buddy Matthews? Um, calling you out, and he was like, you know what? How about I ask him himself? And I love this shot, man. I love this. He walks from the interview area and he stands outside of the stairs coming from the entrance stage. I hope they do that more. I hope that was shot very well. Um, then Buddy Matthews and Adam Cole standing face to face. What I like, Malachi Black and looks, walks. Brody King looks at him, walks around him. Buddy Matthews looks at him. He's like, he's looking at him straight face, and Adam Cole's like, well, "What's your problem? Like, what do you know, why you call me like, why did you call me out? Like, what's your beef? What's your thing?" And Buddy Matthews just takes 2 steps to the side of him, to the left of him, looks at him, and tells him, "You're fragile," and walks away. And it's like, oh, okay, so that's where they're going with the Adam Cole thing, where he's fragile. Interesting. Then you had Queen Aminata versus Kamille. Started off very interesting. Started off very snug. But then after they started cooking afterwards, very solid match, very stiff match. But Kamille wins, and then music hits. You get Chris Statlander confronting Kamille. You had Kamille and Chris Statlander face to face, and you had Mercedes right in between them. She starts talking to her. Then she hits Chris Statlander in the back, and Chris Statlander does nothing, looks around, and man, she gave Mercedes a solid forearm. And that's when Kamille and her started brawling and everything, and just setting up next week. What is it? The Fright. Man, I hope somebody has it posted. The AEW Fright Night Dynamite. There is, hey, the Hardy Boys and Joe Henry are at the Pistons game. Oh damn, they're showing a video of on AEW's Twitter account. There is video of Kyle Fletcher shaving his head. Yo, he looks pretty dope. Yeah, there's video of him. Okay, that's interesting. So we get Christian Cage. He comes to the arena. He arrives in a pickup truck, and all the AEW wrestlers that were outside, they're just like this. And then if you really think about it, it's like you do realize they've been Moxie's group has been in a pickup truck, not a black SUV. Like no, that's not what it is. So they come, they hit the arena, then they spot Kip Sabian. They chase after him. They run to the ring. Kip Sabian's in the corner. Hook comes out, and he's like, "I know who attacked me. Heck, attacked my dad." He attacks Christian Cage, and he's about to hit him, and then Kip Sabian low blows Hook, which results in Christian Cage hitting the Unprettier and everything. So it looks like Christian Cage is aligned, or him and Kip Sabian have joined forces with Mother Wayne and Nick Wayne. I mentioned this earlier in the stream. I think this sets up the return of Adam Copeland. That's something to think about. I think that sets up the return. Um, Interested to see where that goes. Then we had the main event, Private Party, and Daniel Garcia versus the Young Bucks, Jack Perry. Solid match and everything. Where things got interesting was after the match. After the match, they cut to the back where the all the AEW wrestlers are there waiting for the Moxie's group to show up. The pickup truck pulls up, but only one person gets out. It's Marina Shafir. She stands in front of the pickup truck with her arms crossed like this and looks down and everything. You got Claudio and Pac attack Private Party and Daniel Garcia. And then you had Moxley in all black. And they mentioned on commentary, maybe was he backstage the whole time? Nobody spotted him or anything. I like that. Pretty cool. Maybe it could have been more effective, more um, what's the word I'm looking for? Maybe a more attention to detail in some ways, because they just like threw it out there, like, oh yeah, you could back there. And it's like, okay, if they would have mentioned it on commentary and everything, like where, you know what, I retract that because if you think about it, now it adds to the storyline. They can come in anyway. They could be, um, in, dressed up like a cameraman or backstage worker. Like most people were just anticipating them being wrestlers. Now they're getting creative in ways to attack people. So now that's adds another layer to the story and everything. What was interesting about this was before they got attacked, um, Isaiah Cassidy told the Young Bucks, "Hey, we got your number. We want those titles next week." And he's like, "You know what? I got an offer you won't refuse." And the Bucks are like, "All right, whatever." And the offer is, and this is next week, Private Party versus the Young Bucks for the tag team titles. If Private Party loses, Private Party will split up. Hmm. So are the Bucks dropping the titles next week, or is Private Party splitting up? I find that hard to believe because they just got the belt. They just got a new entrance. They just been put like I find that very interesting unless that leads to something where one of them joins Moxley's group. I don't know. We'll see. But overall, I enjoyed the show. Again, the Jericho ROH thing title with Mark Briscoe, that should have been on ROH TV. Outside of that, there's a lot of cool things that happened on this show. Um, you could tell there was a few people that, it would have been cool to see them. Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, but again, there's next week. We can see where this goes next week, but this was a lot of cool things that happening. Adam Cole, Hangman Page, and Jay White and the Bullet Club, uh, Gold or the Bang Bang Gang. Uh, Adam Cole and the Kingdom, and then Kyle O'Reilly looking on is like hint, hint. The ending shot of Orange Cassidy just with this distraught look, similar to how he looked at the end of Wrestle Dream. That whole thing, Chuck Taylor being attacked, Ricochet, MVP, that whole thing. So there's a lot of things on this show that's just like, okay, I wonder where this is gonna go. I wonder where Adam Cole, the Kingdom, are gonna go. Is Kyle O'Reilly gonna join him? What's it gonna take for Orange Cassidy to step up? Is Private Party and is Private Party gonna split up, or are they gonna win the titles? Um, Kamille and Chris Statlander next week. Sean Benjamin and Swerve Strickland next week. Is Ricochet gonna join MVP and Shelton? What's another thing? The Christian Cage Hook thing. Is this setting up for Adam Copeland returning? Jamie Hayter and Penelope Ford 2 weeks from night. It's like, okay, so you have these, and again, the full gear match, MJF versus the winner or the wrestler that gets to the 3 wins first, Roderick Strong and Adam Cole. You have that. Buddy Matthews confronting Adam Cole or calling him out like, hey, you're fragile. So you had all these elements that's just like, hmm, this is very interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. So um, it's interesting. It's fun. Let's see where this goes. I'm looking forward to what's going to happen next week on Dynamite. We'll see what happens on Rampage and uh, Collision this week. But man, I enjoyed this episode. It was fun. It was fascinating. It was intriguing. Wish the Jericho match was on ROH TV. Um, because if you take that match and you put it on ROH TV, that opens up so much more stuff that they could have done. They could have gave more time to Kamille and Queen Aminata. Um, you could have had more stuff, but then again, it's like, what are you going to fill there? So it is what it is. But man, thank you guys for tuning in to this live reaction of AEW Dynamite. Give this video a thumbs up. Man, my throat's dry. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the City of Wrestling. That way you're notified when the City of Wrestling drops its latest content, goes live, or drops the latest news and the latest matches or whatever matches are out there that most of these promotions have on their YouTube channel. Check out the community section of City of Wrestling. There's always something on there. But man, thank you guys for tuning in. This was fun. Like I always say, never say never. There's never a dull moment in the world of professional wrestling. Whew, man, a lot of talking. But man, thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful, safe night. Do good to each other. There's a lot of crazy things going on, and a lot of things get intense. But man, I hope you guys have a wonderful, safe night. Until next time, I will see you